So if you guys are new to the channel, I've been covering what looks to be a huge future update that we're going to see for State of Decay 2. I've covered this extensively, and it looks like we are set to get one more map, even a Heartland sequel. So that would even mean more DLC. There is even enough evidence out there that the Undead Labs team has been hard at work on this content since December of 2020. But in today's video, we're going to dig a bit deeper. We're going to take a close look at that new 5th landmark outpost set to come in the next update. Also, we have the names of the new bases that will be coming in the upcoming Trumbull Valley map, as well as even a look at their potential layout. So we have some spoilers in this video, so keep that in mind. If you're new, subscribe for more State of Decay 2 and 3 content, like the video, and join our Discord to hang out with your fellow survivors. So before I start, credit goes to a fellow friend of the channel, Ghost. He is an awesome creator, and if you want some in-depth content on the upcoming story that Undead Labs is working on, his channel has all that awesome goodness. He's also responsible for helping me find this information. His link will be below. Also, keep in mind, Undead Labs might change all this, so this doesn't mean this is the final product. With that, let's take a look at quickly the 6 bases headed to us. Undead Labs has not implemented the assets into the game yet, so visually we don't know what they look like, but these were all uncovered within the game files. Now, this entire update has been essentially dubbed Chariot, and we have some interesting stuff here. You'll start to notice a theme right away. Now, the first base is called Taranidon Park, and it's a former trailer park with elevated rooftops. Now, this looks to be on the surface like a mid-game base, but I could be wrong. Then we have Checkpoint Delta, and the description reads, "Once upon a time, the military used this place to control the bridge. It's not quite a forever home, but it's got 4 walls, so it'll do for now." And this is very easily a starter base, probably the one that you get from the jump by default at the start of a run. Then we have Fort Marshall, a former football field with a built-in infirmary, defensive towers, shooting range, latrine, and a mobile catering station, so I'm guessing that's a kitchen. And to me, this is going to be the end game base that we are going to want to get. Again, there is a theme here with Fort Marshall. Then we have the Red Talon Daybreak Fob, and the description here is interesting. It says, "Red Talon used to run serious military ops out of this location. Something big and scary must have chased them out because the place is in shambles." Now, this features a Clio tower, a watchtower, a workshop, and not much else. This one looks to be a potential early game base, but man, this one's going to be interesting, and I feel like I'm going to run to this one when the game, or when I should say the update launches, to see if it's a Daybreak base. Then we have Tranquility Factory, and nothing here stands out. There's a meditation garden, incinerator room. This looks interesting. And finally, we have Farmland Compound. It says that this was once a homestead that once provided beds, hot meals, medical care to anyone in need, but the place is now abandoned but in good shapes. It comes in with a built-in hospital, cookout pit, and maybe a lot of open lots to build a ton of things, so this base looks pretty unique. And as you guys can tell from all that I just showed you, there's a ton of things happening here, and there's a bit of a theme. There's a lot of military-ish types of concepts with these bases, and that makes sense when you think about the story and where it's headed. Even the 5th landmark outpost that has already been hinted by Undead Labs themselves has hints of that even further. So let's take a look at the new outpost in game, and I was able to access this new outpost via the community editor, even though we don't know what it looks like. Right there, though, the name Echo Lab Research Station falls in line with the hint that Undead Labs has given us with the Viral Research Battalion. So this is the 5th landmark outpost. Keep in mind, though, that this doesn't work 100%, and you'll see why. But either way, let's take a look deeper at the concepts. Right away, to activate one of the 3 strategies, you need 50 influence. And the first one you'll notice is a Biochem Crafting. This works exactly like the current advanced Biochem station. This is going to be pretty big because certain of these craftable items like scent block are really overpowered items in the game, and they're really as close as you get to a cheat code that you can get without actually cheating, of course. Then you have the bloater grenade and the gas launcher ammo. This will definitely be used quite a bit. Jumping though to the serum production, you can activate 2 different buffs here. One is the health serum that can give you a plus 30 for 31 minutes, and you get a 5% percentage to plague infection, and it simply costs just 3 plague samples, 1 bag of snacks, and 8 parts, so it's pretty cheap, and I can actually see me running this on a lot of runs that could be very dangerous. The 5% is really not that big of a deal if you have infection resistance stacked, which all my communities do. The other is stamina serum, and it works the same way as the health one, but the only difference is instead of a bag of snacks, you have to use a cup of coffee. so not bad on that one. And I used both of these in the game and they do work, I can confirm. Finally, the last one is very interesting as well. It's the specimen incubation. It has two different things that you can do. One is craft more plague samples. It says you get +10 and all you need is 2 chemicals, 1 plague sample, and +1 set of meds. I actually seeing this being used quite a bit because if you're crafting a lot of scent block or all the other stuff, you do go through plague samples quite fast. Currently, this isn't working as when I activate it, I only get 1 plague sample back. And then you have the recycle bio waste, and this gives you a small amount of meds back. It costs 3 chemicals, 3 jugs of ethanol, and 3 plague samples. Now, I don't know how many meds you get from this because when I use it, it doesn't work either, but I'm expecting somewhere between 2 to 3 more than likely. So as you guys can see, this 5th landmark outpost is going to be an absolute unique one and a must-have if you don't have the advanced biochem station in your community already, or if you're just starting out and it's the start of the game. The ability to create more plague samples and make more blood plague cure will be very key to obviously staying alive, and so this is a very useful landmark outpost if they keep these concepts. I'm actually going to be very happy here with this overall, so really cool stuff planned for the next big update. And Undead Labs themselves even recently tweeted that they are between major updates. So I guess at this point, what's left to wonder is when we're going to see an announcement of this giant new update. Either way, guys, if you're new, subscribe to keep up to date with all State of Decay 2 and 3 news. Hit the like button if you like this video. As always, I'm Sunny, and I hope you guys stay safe, survivors.